So Metacritic is now allowing user reviews on games for Starfield. So, oh, guess what's happened? All the Sony fanboys, what are they called? Ponies, that's what they call it. Ponies. All the ponies are out now in force, giving it 0s and 1s and 2s. Let's talk about that. But first, before we go into that, I need to do a little PSA, public service announcement. So if you're playing Starfield at the moment, and you might have already heard about this because this isn't new news, this might be a chance you don't know about this. So if when you get to Constellation, if you go into the basement, through this door, and then down into the basement, and if you go into this room with the painting on the back wall, you will find in the corner this glass display case. Now, it's got a master rated lock on it, but if you put your crosshair just in between the door frame and the frame of the rest of the cabinet, you can access the mannequin that's behind that master lock without needing any lockpick skill whatsoever. Now, inside this display case is one of the best spacesuits in the game. So, yeah, crack on with that before they patch it out, because that will get patched out 100%. They'll just make that mesh for the door slightly bigger, and then you won't be able to do this. So before they patch it, crack on, get into Constellation's basement and do this. So yeah, so the PlayStation fanboys are now out in force on Metacritic trying to review bomb Starfield like that's going to do anything, like that's going to achieve anything. I don't get it. I don't get the fanboy mentality. Yes, I'm pretty pro Xbox because I've had an Xbox since the original one. It's been my primary platform since 2001, and it will continue to be that way. Most of my friend group stayed with the Xbox. A few went off to PS4 when PS4 came out and never came back, but majority of my friend group are Xbox and PC centric. So yeah, I am biased towards Xbox. Doesn't mean I don't like the PlayStation. Like I said before in the previous video, I have PlayStation stuff. There's a PSP there, Darth Vader PSP, limited edition, American Darth Vader PSP. I've got Final Fantasy 7 down there. You can see that there. You know, I love the original PlayStation. So I'm not anti-PlayStation, but I am anti-Jim Ryan, as you might have gathered from my previous videos. Yeah. So let's have a look at these. The only way to describe them is losers. These sad individuals that are review bombing Starfield on Metacritic. Let's start at the top with this sad sack here, Storm T7. I can't believe anyone in their right mind would score this game a 10. It has a lot of problems and is just so incredibly boring. So they've not played the game, have they? Clearly. Clearly they've gone by what's been said about the game online, and I could put a user review on now, so I'm gonna call it incredibly boring. Sad individual. What else have we got? Who have we got here? Kozak 1K. Arguably the worst single-player Bethesda game ever made. Terrible soapy graphics with a green filter that makes your eyes tired. NPCs are terribly stupid. Quests are not interesting, and there are a lot of loading screens. Outdated graphics. The game is not optimized. Terribly boring game, and it's not an RPG. It's not worth €100. For me, Bethesda is completely dead. I don't think Kozak 1K has played this game. I think he's a liar. I think he's a Sony fanboy. There's also a sad man. Something written in, I don't even know what language is that. Tasio guys. Is that Spanish or something? I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
You know I don't speak Spanish.
Well, let's check out Bolso's review. 0. Very bad game. A shame to release a game like this for what the company promised. It's really not worth wasting time playing this game. So they're clearly a PlayStation fan that has not ever played this game. Clearly, going by that comment. Really not worth your time playing. Yes, it is worth your time playing this game. It's good. It's good. What's this one? Henrique DLM. What's he got to say for his 2-star review? A red fall from space. Lies. Loading screens. Lies. They promised a lot of things and delivered almost nothing. Many loading screens, damaging the immersion. Very weak level design of the story. Completely empty worlds and a copy and paste of bases for you to explore. The lack of land vehicles in the game borders on the absurd. The game's gunplay and terrible enemies do not react to bullets. As long as Phil Spencer is in charge, I don't see any evolution in the Xbox division. Again, I don't think this guy's played this game, but he's got a couple of decent points. There are a lot of loading screens in this game. They're incredibly fast, but there is quite a lot of them. So yeah, immersion-wise, that can be a little bit immersion breaking when you're loading constantly. I personally don't have an issue with it because this is the game that I thought it was going to be when they were talking about it before it came out. As soon as Todd Howard said you can't manually land on planets, I was expecting a Mass Effect style, Outer Worlds style RPG where you load into a part on a planet, you run around a little bit of a map, and then you come back out and you go somewhere else. And that's exactly what it is. The fact that this guy is there going, the lack of land vehicles in the game borders on the absurd. There was never any indication that you were gonna have a land vehicle ever. Like nothing. There's no leaked footage of vehicles or pictures of vehicles. The closest you can get to it is a mech, and that's because there's mechs in like the backstory. There's like a big mech battle or whatever. Yeah, maybe they'll put mechs in later on. Who knows? Maybe that'll happen with the Shattered Space DLC that comes out. What have we got here? Let's expand this. Oh, I'm not reading that. No. Ignore 089. He's a sad sack. Daniel. How do you say that? Daniele Biapina. This is another Game Pass quality game. I really want it to shine, but Starfield is not a good game at all. Simple as that. Starfield. Starfield. The guy can't even spell. He can't be bothered to spell properly on his shitpost. What a sad individual. Sad individual. Toral 2. Sadly, this is a letdown after revolutionary Skyrim. Positives, a great atmosphere and an amazing soundtrack. Shooting feels improved compared to Fallout 4. Disliked horrible enemy AI, exploration, lack of vehicles. The game is often quite boring. You're boring. What's G-Man got to say? G-Man 1984. I played past the 10-hour mark, hoping it would get better, but it did not. I just couldn't stand another minuted. I couldn't stand another minuted of this game. To me, that has to be the definition of a 0 out of 10, and I hope I can get a refund. We're not going to get a refund on something you haven't bought, have you? G-Man. Bellend. It does not have an interesting world, stroke characters. Compact gameplay is where you bellow average. Bellow. As in you go, bellow average. Spaceship combat is even worse. Traversal and sense of exploration is non-existent. And the story is offensively bad. To make it even better, it's very taxing on the hardware, but the results are not impressive at all. This says to me this guy is a shit tier PC and it won't run properly. And he's angry about this. He's going to get himself a Steam refund. But he's commenting on the Xbox version of the game on Metacritic. These are the comments from the Xbox version, not the PC version. This guy is commenting about PC things on the Xbox version. Nikos D. Boring main quest, repetitive side quest, objectives to do, mediocre graphics, bad AI, stroke NPCs, another Game Pass worthy title. The fact that that guy has put there another Game Pass worthy title means this dude is a PlayStation fan. They let themselves slip when they say things like that. Only someone that is not in the Game Pass ecosystem would put a comment like that. Another Game Pass worthy title. So clearly, boohoo, crying PlayStation fan. Shut up, Nikos D, with his 0 review. What a bell end. What a bell end. Who else have we got? Adjunct 47. Quite like that. Oh, let's have, oh god, that's a big. It's Kenda299. That's a big comment. Let's read this comment. Crashes like crazy every 10 to 25 minutes. Most times before an autosave hits, so if you're doing a quest, you're out of luck. Did the first space battle quest in the tutorial 4 times. Because every time it was crashing right after, but before saving. Later in game. Later, like, after the tutorial. You're afraid to continue the story. It took a week since early access, for which I paid premium. And yet, no fix. Crashfield the game is crashing on Series X like crazy. Every 10 to 25 minutes, making playing the game impossible. I've done the first battle 4 times because the crash would occur before a save was made. Since early access I tried to play, now we're 7 days apart and still no fix. Paid premium for nothing. What's worse is that the issue was finally acknowledged 5 days later but not shared to wider audiences. There's a support blog post now saying how to report, for which you need an extra app. But that was not shared out of Discord. If you Google Starfield Series X crashing, that support page is so well indexed that it doesn't even appear on the first page. It should have been shared on channels with wider audience, like Twitter, if you really want to collect logs. People have no idea to report on Xbox, or that they need an extra app. Not everyone is on Discord. Too long, didn't read. Unplayable, disappointed. So, I'm sorry, I call bullshit on this. Literal bullshit. I'm playing on the series. I haven't fired it up on my PC yet, because I've been looking at specs. I don't think my PC is going to run it that well. I've got 3080, but my motherboard and my CPU need upgrading. They're like 2 generations old now. So, I've got a Ryzen 3800X. And, what's my motherboard? What's my motherboard? It's a Gigabyte Aorus Gaming Wi-Fi 7. So it's the PCIe 3 motherboard. So I think that's gonna CPU bottleneck me playing this game on the PC. However, I have a Series X sat right there, and I bought this fancy controller, so I want to use it. And I haven't got that hooked up to my PC, so I've got this one hooked up to my PC. Yeah, I digress. I've had a single crash. I played the game for 20 hours since it came out on early access. I haven't had it crash once. Not once. Not once. Not a single crash. And disappointingly, I've not had many weird physics glitches either, which makes me sad. So I used to like them from Bethesda games, where you get like, I don't know, backwards flying dragons and people in Fallout when you shoot them and they go up into the air. Yeah, I don't have much of that. Iskender 299? I think you're a liar. I don't think you've got the game. I don't believe you. Do you believe him? I don't believe him. Quite a lot of 0 reviews, which makes you think 0 reviews are from people that are PlayStation fans. But the 0s, the 1s, the 2s, and the 3. Anything that's in the red, I think, is a PlayStation fan. Tiffany Blue, start the game, create character, select pronoun, uninstall the game. You ain't played the game. Don't lie. You've read that online. And for some reason, picking a pronoun offends you so much. I saw it, I went, yeah, I'm going to be a bloke. I'll just leave it on a he, him. And I never thought about it again. What's Breezer 2 got to say with his 0 review? Honestly, it's worse than Fallout 4 or even 76. You just navigate menus, sit in load screens, and watch boring character dialogue. Sometimes there's a little bit of bad gunplay, and that's it. Breezer 2, you're a liar. You ain't ever played the game, fella. Because the gunplay is pretty good. It's a lot better than Fallout 4. And I think id helped him out with Fallout 4. So, id probably helped him out with the shooting in this as well. Yeah. Breezer 2, liar. 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 What's Huffk 19088 got to say? This shows how low Xbox players' expectations are and how diluted a AAA game on the Xbox ecosystem has become. You pay for a cheap rent service, you get below average games. Starfield is not the win Microsoft needed. It's plagued with loading screens, last-gen graphics, massive hype about space travel, which didn't materialise. Go for the cheap rental service and get rental service quality. Huffk 19088. I'm gonna swear now. I'm gonna swear. So here's a warning. I'm gonna swear quite badly in a second. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. Huffk 19088, you are a fucking sad motherfucker that you have decided to come onto another game's fucking Metacritic page and put that bullshit comment on there. What a fucking sad piece of shit. What a fucking loser. What a loser. What is wrong with you? What I don't understand the mentality of people like this. Clearly not an Xbox player, because they shows how low Xbox players' expectations are, blah blah blah. Meh, fucking whinging like a little bitch. I don't get it. What have you got out of that? Well, you got me commenting on it for a start. Well done. You got some small YouTuber with less than 500 subscribers bitching about you on a video. Great. Yeah. What a sad motherfucker. What else have we got? Another load of 1-star reviews. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4. Salt AU. Last of Us. Oh, that's got to be a PlayStation fan. After long time wait for release game, you get a game. Spencer and Todd Howard, one word, a good liar. And if you see someone give 10 in review, he just fanatic. He's clearly not an English speaker. That's not a problem. That's pretty good English for someone that doesn't speak English. Or doesn't write English. English is a hard language to learn. When I was in the army, I was based in Germany. The Germans could speak better English than we could. Yeah. Last of Us. You've let it out the bag there by calling yourself Last of Us. That you're clearly a PlayStation fan. You're a liar. I don't think you've ever played the game. Kudos to Space for not giving it a 0. Give it a 4. Well done. Starfield Dev. Hey guys, I apologize for my horrible work. Todd took every drop of money and locked us in the basement for 25 years. Yeah, hilarious. What a dick. What a dick. And above, Lex the Impaler. Played an hour on Game Pass. It's Fallout but in space. Still using the same game engine as in 2009. I mean, it's not. It's been adapted massively. As I'm still getting motion sickness. That's your weak body experiencing motion sickness, isn't it? No originality. Same linear scripted borefest. The space games. I just want a ship to start and let me explore the universe. Gunplay's horrible, even though it's free. I uninstalled it. There you go, right there. For space games, I just want a ship to start and let me explore the universe. This is not a space sim. It's not a space sim. I had this in my last video about the invisible walls with someone back and forth. He just kept writing walls of text, and he was a Star Citizen backer. It's like, dude, this is not a space sim. It's an RPG. So it has more in common with Mass Effect and Outer Worlds than it does with Elite or No Man's Sky or Star Citizen. It's not a space sim. It's never been built as a space sim. It's a Bethesda RPG, which happens to be set in space. So that's the knobheads who are review bombing the Metacritic page of Starfield. No one cares. No one cares. You're literally just wasting your time. No one cares. All you're going to do is get people to make videos about it on YouTube about how much of a sad individual you are. Calling you out as a loser. Well done. Well done.
I am Optimus Prime, and you now are legally obliged to like and subscribe to this video. If you don't like and subscribe to the video, the police might come and get you and arrest you.
So normally there's no way of knowing how many people are playing an Xbox game because they don't release those figures anymore. Last night, England time, Phil Spencer tweeted out that there's been over 6 million players that have played Starfield, and that it is Bethesda's biggest game launch of all time. So the game is selling, and people are playing it on Game Pass. I took these pictures the other night. This is Steam database, and the all-time peak hasn't gone above this. Was 269,177, and that was on launch day. Like launch day for everybody, not early access. Early access, it was a little bit lower than that. I think it started at 230,000, but that's just people on Steam. So that's people on Steam paying for the game. I think at the time I looked at it, it was number 4 in the concurrent players list with 266,373, which puts it overall for concurrent players at number 34, which is below Skyrim slightly and quite a lot below Fallout 4. I didn't realize Fallout 4 was so high on that list. So yeah, when the game came out, there was it was a peak of 234,401 players when it came out in early access at 1 o'clock in the morning UTC. And then 1 o'clock in the morning UTC on the day it was out, that went to 250,683, and it's since risen to 269,177. It hasn't got above that. If you look at it now, it hasn't gone above 269,177. But again, that's just on Steam. That's really good numbers on Steam. A lot of people are liking it. A lot of people are playing it. And even with the sad sacks coming along and downvoting the user reviews, the game sells an 87 on Metacritic on PC and 86 on Xbox, which is really good. Pretty good. I think as this video goes on, I'm getting redder and redder. It's so hot in this house. We've had a heat wave in the UK last week. It's been like 30 odd degrees Celsius, which what's that in American? Is that like 90 degrees or something? I don't know. So that's nothing. That's nothing. We're not acclimatized to weather like this here. We don't get weather like this normally. If it's about 20 degrees or hotter, I start sweating. It's like, yeah, I think I run like a couple of degrees hotter than most normal people. So, yeah, I'm a bit moist, and not in a good way. All right, let's have a quick look at some mods that are out. You may or may not know from some of my other videos that I am a Fallout 4 modder. Modding games on and off for about 20 odd years. First game I ever modded was Vampire the Masquerade Redemption way back in 2000. Yes, I mod on and off. Last game I properly modded was Fallout 4, so I've been looking at the mods that are available on Nexus at the moment. Not much out there at the moment because the creation kit isn't out. Xedit is a program that is normally like made for each individual release. So there's a Fallout version, there's a Elder Scrolls 5 version, etc. I don't think that's out and available to look at the file systems of Starfield yet. But on Nexus at the moment, I've picked out some choice mods that I like the looks of. I haven't actually started the PC version yet, so I haven't even downloaded any of these mods. But the Todd Howard flashlight replacer is epic. There he is, look. It changes your flashlight, your torch. We like to say torch. Changes your torch to Todd Howard's face. Beautiful, beautiful. There's also a Phil Spencer version of this as well, which is good. And there's a Bill Clinton one as well. I haven't taken a picture of the Bill Clinton one. There's one for Bill Clinton as well, apparently. Also, this is a beautiful mod. This is a beautiful mod. It's a Todd Howard painting replacer. So eventually it will replace all paintings in the game, all pictures in the game with pictures of Todd Howard. At the moment, it only does the ones in the Constellation building, and here's a couple of beautiful. Oh, look at that one there. He's peeking over the rim of the picture, and oh, there he is, all beautiful. Our Lord God Emperor Todd Howard.
For the Emperor!
Also, a good one that I found is a ship builder tolerance tweaks. So that basically lets you build your ships with a bit more leeway into what you can actually like fit things in and stuff. See it from the picture, pretty self-explanatory. It looks pretty good. And then there's obviously there's a couple of different versions of this one, which is basically replacing FSR2, which is an AMD tech, with either DLSS, which is NVIDIA, or XESS, which is the Intel graphics cards that have come out recently. But from what I can gather, some of these use reshade and other ones don't use reshade, and you're going to get a couple of frames a second at most. Again, I've not even fired it up on the PC yet, but in theory, you should be able to get a couple of extra frames if you've got an NVIDIA card or an Intel card over the default FSR, which is, again, an AMD tech. Right, we'll leave it there. If you like this video, why wouldn't you? There's a button for you to press specifically for this purpose. And I'm pretty sure Optimus Prime told you that it was illegal for you not to like and subscribe this video a little bit ago. So, yeah, let's get on that. Or the Popo will be coming to arrest you and you'll get a criminal record. And you don't want that, do you? Not for the sake of just pressing like and subscribing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. See? Yeah, you know it makes sense. Up here you can find our latest video. It's probably me talking about invisible walls on Starfield. But if you're watching this in the future, hello time travelers. It might be something else. And then down here, you got another video. Again, I don't know what this is going to be because I don't know how YouTube decides what these videos are. But hey, check it out. Give it a click. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.